There's a hidden system inside ChatGPT that decides which websites it trusts. Today, I'll show you exactly how to see it and also how to control it. Also, if you guys haven't already, make certain to download myseo.app. It is currently available only on iOS. We should be live on Android in a couple of weeks' time as well. We've got live streams with guests, we've got a community section, we've got live courses. It's completely free as well. So first of all, we need to fully understand how LLMs work. Now, what LLMs and ChatGPT, Claude, even AI overviews does is it processes queries in what's called a query fanout. So what I mean by that is if a user searches what's the best laptop for a college student who needs long battery life and does video editing, AI will basically go out and do several other searches and combine all of that data. So it might do a search for best laptops for college students, laptop with long battery life, video editing laptop requirements, college laptop reviews. It will then go and find maybe 25, 30, 40 results for each, and then it will turn that into a singular response for the user. As you can see, this is another example of it happening where user searches here. It will then go and search several different subqueries. It will then get several sub responses. It will then amalgamate that into a single response, and that's what the user sees. Now, as SEOs, it is really important for us to understand what each of these subqueries are, because as an SEO, that's where we want our website being listed into, because at the end result, there is a more higher chance of our website being cited as a actual source. So I'm going to be using the LLM AI SEO checklist, and we've got a Query Fanout tab down at the bottom. Also, if you guys want the access to this sheet, it's completely free. The link will be down in the description. Just fill in the form and make a copy for yourself. So just click on File and then make a copy. If we do a simple prompt like how to rank a fashion e-commerce store higher in Google, right? It's going to come back and it's probably going to give us some stuff like using keyword research, getting backlinks, content on your actual silo pages, etc. We'll let it do its thing. So it's come back and it's obviously telling us to create siloed content, to fix technical SEO issues, to build authority pages that LLMs pull from 2025, build a fashion-specific internal linking system. Then we've got like uploading unique content, etc. Now, what we want to do is figure out where ChatGPT has obviously got all of its data from. So we're going to be using our first prompt, and that is what ChatGPT needed. So reveal everything you needed. I want you to break my question into everything you needed to answer it, explain it simply with no jargon. The smaller questions you broke down into my prompt. Now, this will basically tell us which pages that we actually need on our website. So as you can see here, it's broke it down into 8 different smaller questions here, and it's also looked for specific information. So it's broke our main query, which was how to rank a fashion e-commerce store higher, into the following 8 questions. What stops fashion online stores from ranking well? What helps fashion stores rank better than competitors? What does Google look for in the online shop? What makes fashion stores different from normal stores? What type of content do fashion shoppers want? What makes Google trust a fashion brand? What links or mentions help fashion stores grow? What mistakes do a fashion store usually make? And then it's also specifically looking for these answers. How Google decides which shops to show first, what successful stores do differently, what hurts rankings on Shopify stores, what content shoppers expect before buying clothes, what helps Google trust the store, what outside website links to a fashion brand, and what makes users stay longer on a website as well. And these are basically a breakdown of like the topics, the concepts, and also the entities that it's also looking out for as well. And here's a exact Google search of the terms that it would have used as well. So again, this is kind of doing our keyword research, right? So it would do a search for best online fashion stores, fashion e-commerce examples, Shopify fashion stores that are ranking well, top fashion brands. Then to understand problems fashion stores face, these would be the questions. To understand what shoppers would look for, these would be the questions, and so on and so forth. So now you probably have a much better understanding of how ChatGPT works. But we're going to take this one step further. We're actually going to use a prompt to actually analyze what our page is actually missing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy prompt number 2. This is basically going to give us a beginner-friendly content gap check using the list you generated above, the smaller questions, entities, and search terms. Compare it to the content that I'm about to paste below. Tell me clearly what my page is missing, what important topics I forgot, what entities or terms should be added, what questions should my content have but does not answer but should, what extra H2, H3s I need, and what explanations or definitions I must also add. Now also what I've done here is I've just searched how to rank my store higher in Google. And all I've done is I've done the typical Kasra example. I've went to page number 5, found the website that's just not ranking at all for the query. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy all of this content into ChatGPT. So this is what a lot of people basically would do for their website. This is how I would use this prompt, and we're just going to hit go. So as you can see here, number 1, what your page is missing. You never talk about how collection pages should be built. If any of you guys have never done e-commerce SEO, you will know that, or you should know, that collection pages is really important because a lot of people, they don't have any content on their collection pages. So again, really important that we should actually have. Again, we do not talk at all about internal linking. So again, we should actually be mentioning internal linking. A lot of the best e-commerce SEO sites, this is one of the biggest things that actually helps them rank position number 1 and 2. You never mention about style guides or what to wear or guides or how to style X. So again, this helps strengthen our topical authority. You don't address seasonal SEO. Again, this is really massive for fashion brands because a lot of fashion brands, clothing brands in general, they have a massive surge in Q4 rankings, meaning they get a lot of their sales from about October time to November, December. We also don't mention about trust signals as well. So having returns info, delivery info, a size and help page, model sizing, high quality reviews, social proof, and also a brand story as well. We also don't mention CRO wins. So conversions win, people staying longer on the website, people buy more, people click around the site as well. It's also told us about topics that we've also forgot as well. So what makes fashion SEO different from other industries, how to optimize filters, sizes and colors, how to avoid duplicates content from product variants, and the importance of fabric, fit and material, LLM AI overview optimization, and visual content as well. And it's also given us a list of entities that we should also have on our website as well. So for example, if we're talking about fashion, we might be talking about dresses, jeans, jackets, styling, outfit ideas, etc. And it's also told us questions that we should also have as well. So how should I structure our category/collection pages? What makes fashion SEO different? How do I create style guides that drive traffic? How do I use product reviews and UGC to rank better? And if we go to our number 5 as well, it's also given us a list of subheadings to actually have on our website. And it's also given us a list of explanations or definitions that we also should have as well. Now that it has done an audit on our web page, what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to give it our last prompt. And this is basically the most important because it's going to combine everything from all of our prompts above. So this is basically the prompt here: build or expand on the article. Using everything from the previous 2 prompts, create a simple, complete article that covers all smaller questions and topics you identified, a full H2, H3 outline, bullet point under each section showing what to write, any missing definitions that I should include, any comparisons that I should add, any steps or processes that should be explained, a recommended expansion list if I wanted to create an existing article, or a full article outline. So this is basically going to create our article outline. And again, you can obviously use ChatGPT, or you can give this to a content writer as well. Also, right at the end, we can actually just use this last prompt that's even just said, just write the article, and it will actually produce the SEO optimized and ready for LLM SEO as well article for us. So as you can see here, it actually has just completed our article. All I've done is I've just pasted it into Hemingway editor so we can actually take a quick look at it. The grade is obviously grade 7, which is really good. Obviously, the lower the grade, the better, because LLMs like shorter sentences. They can actually fill in, they can actually read the content a lot better when it's shorter sentences and just easier to read. If we were to take a look at our existing article on our website, as you can see, we have got a much higher score as well. So anything in red basically is too long of a sentence. One thing that you always want to make certain that you're doing when you are writing for LLMs is that you do use shorter sentences, because a lot of the time, I don't know why, but LLMs just do struggle to process longer sentences. It's just a lot harder for them to read. And if we take a look at the entire article, we are obviously mentioning product pages, we're mentioning internal linking. These are all things that we weren't mentioning before. Trust signals, improving page speed, seasonal content as well. So this is all great for fashion-based SEO. We've also got an FAQ section, which we also didn't have before as well. So that has been the prompts that you should be using to do Query Fanout. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like. If you want access to the sheet, it's down below. Just make certain you click on File and make a copy. And if you want access to myseo.app, head over to the website. It's currently only available on iOS and it's completely free to use. Also, if you want to work with me, head over to kasra-.com, fill in the contact form, and I will be in touch. Thank you for watching.